Hello fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Wednesday the 26th of May 2021. And I see in Canada a soldier is facing charges of mutiny. There's a word you don't hear very often. Kind of makes you think of pirates mutiny, or something like that. And in fact, they haven't even used that charge for decades. But the reason he's facing this charge is because he has actively tried to thwart the military's involvement in distributing COVID vaccines. He's allegedly referred to them as criminal and killer vaccines. What is wrong with these people? What do they imagine? These vaccine skeptics. These people are so insane in many ways. I don't understand what's wrong with people, their gullibility at believing stuff, their lack of basic science, basic understanding of how things work in this world, their belief that the world is not round, the world is flat, and nonsense like this. It just drives me crazy at times that we can't get through to some people who are so unwise, let's put it like that. They're so easily fooled into believing nonsense. Okay, today's Guardian Sudoku is listed as medium, and so we probably have beginners with us today, and so I should quickly explain the rules. The rules 9, 9, and 9. What? Okay, you can see 9 rows across, and each of them need numbers 1 to 9 in them. Some of them are already partly filled. Look, this one is quite filled already. We have 5 numbers in this row already, and up here we only have 2 numbers in this row. Okay, but we have to get all of the numbers from 1 to 9. You can see 1, 2, 5, 3, 6 is already done. We need to get the others, and exactly the same thing for the columns. When I'm looking down, this column here has a lot of digits already filled. And then again, we have these boxes or blocks or segments or whatever you want to call them, and we try to fit numbers 1 to 9 in those as well. Now, since there are only 9 squares within a block, within a column, within a row, then each number can fit only once, and this is how we go about finding numbers. So today's puzzle is listed as medium. Let me have a look at it and see what I can see. The first number to hit me is a 5 coming here, as we have a 5 in this column already, which means it can't appear again in this column. So if we focus on this block down here, 5 can't appear here or here, and this 5 means that a 5 can't appear here, and this 5 in the bottom means that that stops that square from being a 5. So there's only one square left, so in goes our 5. If you haven't played Sudoku before, this is what we do. If you've played Sudoku before, that will be familiar to you. Again, 7 blocking down here with these 2 squares in this column. 7 in this row blocks that square. So again, just one space to fill in our 7. In this bottom row, I can see this 9 blocking this square here, and this 9 blocking this square here. So a 9's got to appear in this square here for this row, because that's the only space that is not seen by a 9. You can say seen, and use that verb. What are the missing numbers there? 4 and 8, anything affecting that? 4 and 8, no, not yet. Okay, shall we have a look down here, since I noticed there are a lot of numbers in this column. Missing numbers are 2. Well, okay, so immediately we can find a 2, because this 2 is blocked here, and this 2 means that that can't be a 2. So in this column, that's got to be a 2 there. Other missing numbers? Well, 1. We don't have a 1, but again, this 1 blocks that square from being a 1. So this is our 1 here, and now there's only one number left, and if there is only one number left in a column, in a row, in a block, we can always get it. So let's fill in 4, which is the last number for this column. Okay, that's the easiest of them out of the way. I assume there's one here, of course, one number missing, so we must be able to get it. is a 3 if you count through. 1, 2, 4 we don't have 3. It's quite early here. I can hear birds singing outside. And the 7 blocking up this column, 7 blocking up this column. So in this box here, there's only one square left. It's got to be there. It's for a 7. Now I think this is interesting. Okay, now in this column here, we have 5 numbers missing. Okay. But we can see that the 9 blocks these 3 squares here, doesn't it? Okay, so we don't yet have a 9. And the 9 blocks these 3 squares here, and this 9 here blocks this square here. And so, in fact, we can get that 9 there. Okay. Now, here I've noticed we have 1 and a 5 in these 2 squares. Because look, 1 blocking across here, 1 blocking across here, and 5 blocking here, and 5 blocking here. So these are 1 and 5. So that might enable us to find the other numbers if we count through. So we've got 1. So here's a 2 blocking this square here, and here's a 2 blocking this square here. Now we know it can't be here or here because this has to be 1 or 5. And so in fact, we've also found a 2 now. Let's continue in this segment remembering our 1 and 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Next number we're looking at is a 4, and guess what? The 4 blocks this square here. But remember, this is only 1 or 5, so then there is only one number left, one square left, I should say. So the 4 has to go here like that. Now there's this number we must be able to find, because again we know 1 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got to be an 8. So the 8 goes here. Let's see which number is missing along this bottom row now. In fact, it's an 8 also. So in with the 8 there. There are 2 numbers missing up here. They are 3 and 7, but we can't tell which is which just yet. We know that this is 1 and 5, so we can also find these numbers. In fact, they are 2 and 9. No, sorry, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 2 and 4. Sorry, 2 and 4 go here. Okay, but again, we can't do much with that just yet, so we'll put that on hold, come back later. This 3 blocking down here, this 3 blocking across here gives us a 3 in this location here. You might have seen that one right from the beginning because it's in fact just using the digits that were filled in right from the start, so didn't even need to fill in any other numbers before getting that one. Okay, where to look now? Usually you'll get like a pause or something, you know, meaning just times when you find lots of numbers very quickly, and then other times when you need to slow down a bit. There's 2 blocks across this row, 2 blocking across this row gives us a 2 in this square here. Okay, and in fact we can find the 2 up. No, I take that back. We can find the 2 down here first. Sorry, 2 here. Okay, the other missing number here now was a 4. If you remember, I mentioned that was a 2 and a 4. But we can find the 2 up here now, and the reason is because this 2 blocks up this column, this 2 blocks this column, across here 2 and across this row, 2 across this row, just one space left for the final 2. That is in fact the last digit 2 that we need to find. ordinarily, the 4 and the 8, we can see 4 and 8 blocking along this row. If you notice, we know that this has to be 4 or 8 because we don't have 4 or 8 in this column yet. So we know 4 and 8 are coming here. Ordinarily, that would help us quite a lot, but in this case, not too much. 4 is limited to here, and 8 we can't tell, could be in any of these street cells at the moment. But we will remember 4 and 8 are here. We still know this is 1 or 5, so this will have to be a 1 or 5 as well. Okay, so let's keep moving our eyes around the board. I feel like I'm probably missing something fairly straightforward that you can see and I can't see. That often happens. Often when I'm playing these videos back, I realize I've missed something very plain and obvious, which is why I don't play them back very often. Aha, okay. A 3 in this column, 3 blocking along here, and I didn't realize we don't yet have a 3 there. We do now. In it goes. In this column now, we don't have a 3, but we have intersecting 3s in everywhere except one square. This 3 blocks along here, this 3 blocks that square, this 3 blocks that square. There's only one square left. So in goes a 3. Okay, this has to be a 1, and I'm going to explain why. We're looking at the... Oh, no, hold on, I've made a mistake. I've spoken too soon. I take that back. No, I was right. Missing numbers are 1, 7, and 5. Sorry, my eyes are all over the place this morning. Missing numbers in this column are 1, 7, and 5. Okay, but look, 7 and 5 are both in this row. So this can't be a 7 or a 5, so it will have to be a 1. I was right. So we know that these are 7 and 5, and we see an intersecting 7. So the 7 appears there, and the 5 appears there. Of course, I could do these videos at a much faster pace if I would do them before, but I don't like to play the games before. I like to do the videos in one take and see how easy or difficult they are live. Even though it means that I quite often miss simple things, like this 5 blocking this row here and 5 blocking this column here and giving us a 5 here. And sometimes it takes me ages to see that, whereas if I'd had it all planned out ahead of time, it would be a much shorter and quicker video, but I think maybe less interesting, slightly less interesting. 7 blocking these 2 squares here. I think there's always the danger element that I'm going to completely mess it up. 7 blocking this row, 7 blocking this row, 7 blocking this column, 7 goes here. I can't work out what's missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Oh, so 6 is in these 2 squares. The other numbers are missing are 8 and 9. Okay, so 9 is missing. 9 is blocked from here. So 6 and 9, sorry, have to be in these 2 squares here. So that has to be an 8. Okay, so this has got to be an 8 because this 8 blocks here and this 8 blocks here. This 4 blocks these 3 squares, meaning that's a 4 there. And the last number in this row now is a 1. That's better. We can find this number because we can definitely find we definitely know what these two missing numbers are, so therefore we can find this number. I hope that makes sense. So 1, 2, well, we know already it was 6 and 9, didn't I? Say that previously. 6 and 9 are going in here, so whatever number is left goes here, and in fact it's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 has got to go here, 9 is in place there. In fact, the 9, I should have realized the 9, actually there was a 9 blocking over here, so the 9 goes here and the 6 goes here. Right now 9 is going to appear in one of these two squares, isn't it? Because 9 is one of the missing numbers. In fact, it's blocked here, so the 9 goes here. And the other missing number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a 6. Let's fill that in. So along here now there's one number missing, and it is 4 blocking along here as well, so that's got to be a 4 there. And now missing number is 9 in this block here. We still don't know about this 1 and 5, 1 and 5, do we? No, 1, 5, 1, 5 here, 1, 5 here, 1, 5 here. We know, but that's it. Okay, so let's move to another part of the grid. Let's deal with what's happening up on top. Or let's see if we've got any of these yet. Hold on, what's missing here now? I've forgotten. 3 and 7, is it? Okay, so 7 now blocks here. So that's a 7 and that's a 3. This 3 we can take right up this column here, and this 3 blocking here gives us a 3 in that square there. Put the pen on top on the pen while I mention what's missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8, so 8 goes here. I'm putting the top back on the pen because the pen is drying out rapidly and I'm wondering if it's going to survive. So 8 across here, 8 across here, and the 8 blocking this column gives us an 8 here. What's missing along here? 1, 4, and 6, maybe? Yeah, okay, 1, 4, 6 missing, and 4 and 6 are in the same row, so that's got to be a 1. Now we can find the missing number here, and if we look along, we'll see it's a 5. We don't yet have a 5. Okay. Right now. Finally. Okay, so this 1 and 5 pair that's been stalling us for quite some time. The 5 can't appear here. The 5's got to be here. And that's a 1, and that's a 1. If you remembered that from earlier. Now this one up this column blocking this column here, and this one blocking this square, mean a 1 has to appear here. Okay, missing numbers here now are 5 and 6 in this block, and we have an intersecting 5, so 5's got to go in this cell here, and the 6 is here, and we've almost finished now. Certainly we are going to finish. We have no doubts about our ability to finish at this stage, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're lacking a 6 in this column, so that goes there, and the 6 blocks that square there. The missing number here is 4 blocking that square, and the last number here is a 9. Let's just double check I haven't made any mistakes. No candidates again necessary. I hope I've done the right puzzle. Last week, or a few days ago, I did the wrong puzzle by mistake. Somebody has kindly pointed that out on the video, and I should be redoing that particular day's video very soon. So, but let's just check I haven't made any mistakes at least. It's looking okay. So I'm not sure I would really call that a medium level puzzle, since no candidates were necessary. I think if don't need candidates, it's more like an easy level puzzle. But thank you for joining me. The days get progressively more difficult, supposedly, as we go through the week, so a slightly better challenge tomorrow, hopefully. And please subscribe to this channel and other Sudoku channels. Enjoy Sudoku, enjoy life, and don't block the vaccine. let's get as many people inoculated as possible, please. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.